All right, people, what is going on? Back with another video, and today we have to get this out the way. I was going to wait and do this video later on today, but no, I said I'm going to do it now. I'm going to get it off my chest so you guys can talk about this throughout the morning and the afternoon. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, long story short, you see that? It is a rivalry, and I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what the students say. I don't care what the players say. And, I don't care what some of our fans say. This is a rivalry, and I'm going to explain it to you. Let's get into this. Welcome to the First and Famous channel. I am VF Baller. Over here, we'll talk about Georgia Southern football. Also talk about Atlanta Falcons football. And also go Braves. Hopefully they can win this World Series. Can't wait to see what they do. And let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to tell you right now, it is now Southern Not State week. And I'm going to always say that. It is always Southern Not State. I don't care what the other guys say on the other side, but that's another story for another day. We'll talk about that when I do the pregame. But is this a rivalry? Absolutely. These are two teams playing in the state of Georgia, where there is a lot of talent in this state. And a lot of these kids who are playing against each other with Georgia State and Georgia Southern, they play against each other in high school. Some of them have played on the same teams. Some of them have played in high school playoff games. This is a really big deal, not only for, the schools, but for the programs. And yes, that's different. The school itself, yes, but the football programs in general. Winning these games couldn't change the tide in some cases. And if it hasn't done it yet, it will very soon. These teams are getting bigger and bigger, regardless of the attendance at Georgia State. They beat Tennessee. They put themselves on the map, almost beat Auburn. They put themselves on the map. And Georgia Southern just kind of already stays there because they've already been very prestigious in the FCS. So they do have a big name for themselves. But right now they're in danger of not only going further behind in this rivalry, which is 4-3. And that's another reason why it makes it a rivalry, because it's kind of going back and forth. And, they were up 3-1. We came back and tied. They won. This is a really good rivalry. But Georgia Southern is in danger of going further behind in this rivalry. You've seen how the way we played this year. And yeah, Georgia State has not played well either. But you see what we have done. And I can promise you that we're going to see Georgia State's best. Even when they come down to Paulson. We should have won the game. We should have won the game last year. We're not going to talk about that. We shouldn't have lost that game, but we ended up losing it. They came from behind to beat us. Georgia Southern is in danger right now, and it is right. I promise you that Georgia State looks at this as a rivalry. I'm pretty sure that their fans do as well. And I'm not necessarily disappointed in the kids that don't say this is not a rivalry, but they need to treat this as such. They really do, because this is a really big deal for the state of Georgia. Georgia Southern is very prestigious. Yes, we do look at Appalachian State. We do look at them as our rival. There's a very big history behind them, but this is a brewing history right here. And to be honest with you, this could be a very good one, looking at it 5-10 years down the road. Yeah, some people may say this is not a rivalry because it hasn't been 10 years in the making, but proximity and the what's at stake at these games every year makes it one. People don't even look at the Georgia Tech and the University of Georgia as big brother as a rivalry, but that is proximity and what's at stake. If Georgia Tech gets back where they used to be, it could be a really big problem for Georgia. And people can say that now because Georgia's number one right now, and I'm not even gonna go down that road, but it means a lot more if Georgia Tech is ranked as well. Right now, both of these teams are on even keel. To be honest with you, Georgia State has been creeping up to what we can do talent-wise on the field for the past couple of years. There are some games that we should not have lost against them, but you see what's going on. They lead the series right now, 4-3, and they're going to hang their hat on that. Yeah, we came back and we tied the series, but they got it back up. And that's something that they hang their hat on because they're taking pride at beating another team in the state. That's what we need to do. We need to take pride in beating that team in the same state. Yes, that team up there in Boone, North Carolina means a lot to us. Like I said, we've been dealing with them since the 90s, 80s. We've been dealing with them for a long time. I get it. And that's not to overlook them because That's our Florida to Georgia. Georgia State could be our Georgia Tech, and that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. But this is a rivalry. No, don't make no mistake about it. It is. And with that being said, we need to treat it as such, and we need to play this game as such, especially this year. Because no matter what happens with us going, winning 2, 3, 4 games this season, and we may not even beat Appalachian State. And to be honest, those are the 2 games that we need to win every year. Appalachian State in this game. And Appalachian State look kind of suspect lately. And if we get our ducks in a row as far as offense, we can compete with anybody. But that's a whole nother story for another day. We need to take these guys seriously, even if their fans that's in their stands don't, or the ones that don't but show up to their games don't. We need to be putting our foot on their neck every year. And we've done a poor job doing so. Will we do it this Saturday? I'm not really sure. I don't know what Georgia Southern team is going to show up. But we're going to talk about that in the pregame. But for right now, make no mistake about it. This is a rivalry in the state of Georgia. And to be honest with you, I think it's a damn good one. And I will treat it as such as much as anybody else want to. And even if you're not, you better get on board, because regardless of what you think, these guys, regardless who they recruit, regardless who they bring to their team, regardless what fans show up to their stadium in Atlanta, this team is going to play us tough every single time, because they treat it as such. And if we play them tough every single time, I believe we'll get a W against them every single time. Even though it may be a lopsided, it could be a lopsided rivalry, it still can be one. But I feel like a lot can be at stake here if we continue to beat these kids and continue to take kids from their area. Just continue to take kids from the Atlanta area and bring them to the Statesboro. That's what we need to do, and I hope that we'll be able to do on Saturday, but I'll talk about that in the pregame. It is Southern, not State, and this is a rivalry. Treat it as such. If you like this video, hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, I talk about Georgia Southern football. I'm passionate about my Georgia Southern football. I've been dealing with these guys since the 80s, ever since I was a little boy back in Savannah, Georgia. I love this team. Also talk about Atlanta Falcons football as well. We're going to give them a break a little bit. We're going to see what they do against the Panthers. We'll talk about them down the road as well. But right now, it's going to be all about the Georgia Southern Eagles. And hopefully the Atlanta Braves can win. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. You guys take it easy. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be blessed. Peace.